All right, everyone. Steve Metrics here with your boy,
DJ Triggs.
and we are No Debate Sports here, kind of on the second to last week of March. We are here normally during the week. We are here 7 o'clock Central Time, a little
That's
bit
what they
late
say.
today, but that's okay. We'll figure this out.
Yeah.
But yeah, just got some March Madness play going on. Got a little bit of fun stuff in there. But other than that, like kind of saw the free agency of the NFL kind of wrap up. Saw a few things happen. Big thing today, JSN got some big time money. And I mean, I'll tell you this, I firmly believe after what I've seen that guy do in the last 2 weeks, he is the best wide receiver in the NFL.
Yeah, I agree. That it's not even a debate anymore. No debate.
No debate.
Look what we did there. No offense to Darnell Mooney and his deal with the Giants or anything, but this is like the biggest wide receiver deal of the offseason for sure.
Oh, easily, man. Easily. I mean, this is a guy who is absolutely excellent with Seattle. I mean, they pretty much drafted him. They developed him, and they pretty much said, all right, cool. You're going to start as our number 3 slot guy, and then you're going to overtake both Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf in the same offseason, pretty much.
Yeah, basically. And you did it.
Also the rest of the NFL.
Yeah. It's so funny, when you think about things like that, oh, we're just going to get rid of these other 2 guys. You can't make up for both of them, but he kind of did.
He did. And then he just went on to another level. I mean, I saw Garrett Wilson at Ohio State. I really was impressed seeing him do his stuff. Marvin Harrison Jr., we actually still don't know what he really is because he really never had a quarterback throw to him yet. So we'll see. But Jackson Smith and Jigba did look really good. I know Green Bay drafted Jaden Reed. Personally, I like JSN. But that rookie season, I did like Jaden Reed more than JSN. I still like Jaden Reed a lot. I mean, depending how he fits in, we'll see. But JSN really exploded up to another level. Funny story, kind of reminds me of I bought a private equity fund in the stock market for $15. It's called VCX. Check that out. $15 went a long way. I will tell you that. Way longer than I thought, because when it went from being this little private thing that you can buy for a few bucks here and there to going public, wow, that's no debate, man. That's pretty much what JSN just did.
Yeah, I'm actually doing some data research on Mr. JSN right now, and I like looking at average value of contracts and things like that.
Yep.
Yeah. There's only 2 wide receivers over $40 million average per year, and that's JSN and Jamar Chase. Well, I know JSN right now is going to give me that value for the next 4 years.
Yeah.
No offense to Jamar Chase right now, but I don't know what exactly he's going to be with injuries and then the Joe Burrow situation and things like that. JSN just did this with Sam Darnold.
Yeah. And the thing I like with Jamar Chase is even with substitute quarterbacks, he actually still does really well. But the injury thing there is a little more of a factor. And the fact is, too, he just did this with Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold is losing his coordinator and his quarterback's coach, and he's getting another guy. I'm kind of not worried because it makes me think he's going to rely even more on JSN. The other caveat on top of this is JSN is a slot wide receiver, and I would say right now he's even better than Amon-Ra St. Brown. So he is now the best slot receiver and the best receiver in the game. I mean, he's just gone. He's just uncoverable.
And that's the next thing I was going to say about with Amon-Ra St. Brown, and you put Jamar Chase in that category. George Pickens, CeeDee Lamb George Pickens came out of nowhere. CeeDee Lamb. So there's only 2 wide receivers. There's only 2 wide receivers in the entire NFL averaging over 100 yards a game. That's Puka Nacua and JSN.
Yep.
Now, we talk about Jamar Chase. He had 185 targets. JSN did bigger numbers, more touchdowns, more yards, more average per game with 22 less targets.
Yeah. Yeah. And the other thing, too, that was kind of rolling in my mind is that if I look at the top of the draft, and in fantasy, I'm picking pretty high for our league. I'm picking around the five spot. To be honest, I mean, your top picks are going to be either wide receivers, running backs, or crazy bona fide tight end. We're talking like Tyler Warren pretty much, or the guy from Arizona. I like Warren because he's going to give me some rushing touchdowns. So I'm pretty geeked about that. But even then, I don't know if I put Tyler Warren top 5. The thing is, too, when I look at the running backs, I mean, there's some great running backs for sure. I do like Bijan Robinson being the guy now that Algier is in Arizona. But the problem with Bijan is it going to be kind of like Jonathan Taylor for pretty much his Indianapolis Colts career, where the quarterback isn't respected? I mean, I'll tell you right now, I don't respect Michael Penix. I don't. No. This isn't Penix in Washington. This is Penix coming off a torn ACL. If he is still the quarterback week 1, like, I don't know. Their situation in Atlanta is very fluid. They have probably the best or second best or third best coaching hire in the offseason from Stefanski, and terminated from Cleveland to Atlanta. But Stefanski's a really good quarterbacks coach. I just don't think he wants to go put all his eggs in the basket of Michael Penix. Yeah.
And I don't know. Michael Penix is one of those guys where you just want to kind of, you want to think good things about him, but then there's nothing to show. And
it guys in the box against Bijan, and the majority of games I watch for the Atlanta Falcons stink. Like, he gets shut down. He will explode just like Derrick Henry does, in a different kind of style. But other than that, Bijan Robinson really pretty much just goes 3 and out. Like, he's great. I get it. But there is no deep passing game threat on the Falcons. They are really bad right now. Like, they're really bad.
Like, Michael Penix couldn't beat out Kirk Cousins, right? And you're expecting that to be what they're leaning on to help Bijan stop some of those stacked boxes. And
minus Algier.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a tough. It's a lost cause over there. I mean, we had really high hopes for Atlanta like a year or 2 ago, and now it's just kind of like, dude, Drake London and Bijan are just stuck. Yeah, they're stuck.
And I like Kyle. I like the growth in Kyle Pitts. I don't think he's a world beater. But at the end of the day, I just think between the GM and Raheem Mostert's not a head coach. I never liked him in Atlanta, and I never
Raheem Morris. My bad. Now, the big thing that people are probably going to question about is, well, what about they signed Tua? Like, so, okay, right? Like, they signed Tua.
Yeah. I mean, I would definitely take Tua over Penix, but is that going to last? I don't know. Maybe. Like, it might work, but man, it's a total wild card because he is basically McDaniel's product. That's it. Stefanski will probably make something work out of it, but it's going to be a little bit rough. I'd have to really think about guys ahead of him before I really take Bijan. And the thing is too, like, it's a similar issue in Indianapolis. I don't know what the healing progression is on Daniel Jones right now, but if he is able to go, and they'll probably draft a quarterback that plays similar style to Daniel Jones. If they can make that work, I'd feel much better drafting Jonathan Taylor than Bijan Robinson.
I mean, they signed Daniel Jones to a big deal, so I mean,
yeah,
maybe they know something. I mean, obviously they know something that no one else does, but at least with Atlanta, like, and to go over to the Tua thing, I'll defend the Tua thing a little bit. He's only like 0.4% on the cap because
great.
Remember he got cut by Miami, so they're paying him.
Fantastic.
He basically got a minimum contract, 1.215, to come sign over in Atlanta. So if it doesn't work out, whatever. But still, Bijan Robinson sitting there, not getting the respect he deserves in the box,
Yeah, that's pretty good. The other thing too that I know with Daniel Jones is he was being skimmed over by Minnesota. So Minnesota did try to reacquire him back because he was there for a hot minute with Kevin O'Connell after he got cut from the Giants. But with that being the case, Indianapolis has seen enough recovery that they still believe in Daniel Jones. So I think he's going to be healthy, which makes me believe that Jonathan Taylor should have a very strong year like he did last season.
Trying to see if that Daniel Jones, it's 2 years, $88 million. So
that's fair.
He's getting pretty solid money, and they do have a potential out for 2027. Sure. They'll just have to take a dead cap hit. So yeah, I mean, not the worst in the whole world.
Yeah, not the worst in the world. Plus, this was one of the first seasons in a while where we saw the NFL cap go down in growth in the incoming offseason. So maybe by then that salary cap grows. The growth is growing. So that'll make.
I thought the salary cap went up.
No, it went down to a growth of $22 million per team. It year before was like 30 something.
No, it went up $22 million. It increased 44%.
But that's a decrease from the increase last season.
You're saying like from year to year?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. Gotcha.
Year decrease. So it's still growth, but it's negative growth kind of. So yeah, like if you're in Indianapolis in the future, you're looking at that. Plus, I mean, we're a few years out from the whole NFL viewing deal being totally renegotiated. That's going to bring in big time money from Netflix and Amazon. So that's going to bring in big time money into every team's salary cap at that point when that goes down the year after that. So that's going to change things. It's going to open up a lot of salary caps. That's for sure. So we'll see how this works. But that's for the future. So yeah, I mean, it's kind of interesting to see how this is going for Indianapolis, how it's going for Atlanta. JSN is interesting. You got multiple angles going on here. You got JSN getting paid. You have the Seahawks ownership changing. You have a in-state tax law. You got some weird things going on with the Seahawks. So it is a very fluid team, but I would say for fantasy, I would feel very, very good about JSN next season. He would absolutely be possibly my top overall pick. I don't know where I want to stand with the running backs, but off the top of my head, there should be a running back that should be greater if they truly are the number one pick. I would say right now, if I have the number one overall pick, I'm probably taking JSN.
I mean, that I'm not against that. Like there's quite a few things like JSN, obviously Rashid Shaheed, they re-signed. And then you got Cooper Kupp over there. It's going to take some targets.
That's great.
Who knows if they and I mean, they run the ball pretty well anyway.
Yeah.
The only thing that scares me about wide receivers sometimes is like Drew Lock is the backup, like Jalen Milroe is the backup. Like
I like Milroe.
I do too, but if Darnold goes down, it worries me, But I'm also not very stuck on any running back this year coming in so far. So like, who really knows? Especially in redrafts. Obviously, like there's guys like Zach Charbonnet who's going to move up and things of that nature. Scatterbo could move up with some good. Yeah, Algier could move up. Because that Arizona running back situation is ripe for the picking, as they say.
Totally.
Yeah, it's a whole situation. I don't know. Anything can happen, right?
Yep, exactly. You got anything happening down there? Yeah, it's pretty. I would say Arizona is a very interesting team that I'm keeping my eye on. Do they even have a quarterback outside of Brissett?
Hey, I hope they just hand the reins over to that guy and just say, hey, we're
Yeah.
going to draft a receiver or we're going to draft a quarterback. We're going to put him behind you if he beats you out at some point. But they should not force a quarterback that gets drafted because this draft isn't very good for quarterbacks.
Right.
Like,
It's
just
developmental.
yeah, develop a guy and see what happens. Half of your team is, no offense, James Conner and Tyler Algier don't exactly scare me. Marvin Harrison, we're not sure about him. Michael Wilson, Kendrick Bourne. Like, Trey McBride is the only part of the offense that you go, that's a dude over there. That's a guy. You know, that's no debate right there.
That's
But
no debate, man.
even the defense, like they brought in, guys like Josh Sweat and stuff like that, but they have Buda Baker and I'm not really afraid of their defense either. Plus, you play in a division where you're gonna be team number 4, no doubt about it.
Yeah, you're pretty much team number 4. I do think though they have a somewhat sneaky good offensive line, so that is something good to look at for certain things into fantasy. Arizona is a sneaky team that I think you can get good value out of for fantasy. I'm not saying that I'm expecting them to knock the doors down and win games, but there's some sneaky things going on there. I mean, I think we had a guy in our league acquire both Arizona running backs at the exact same time on the exact same waiver week. So pretty impressive to make that happen. That tells you something there, even on a down year for the Arizona Cardinals. I think you got some sneaky value that you can get with that running back crew there. And again, Trey McBride, he's going to be pretty much a first-round pick or a early second-round pick in smaller leagues. That's what I'm seeing.
There is a website called NFLlines.com that gave a complete breakdown of offensive lines. Awesome. They have Arizona ranked 24th. So even their offensive line can be a little, I don't know. Yeah, a little bad. It's mainly their run blocking that puts them pretty low. So
interesting.
Okay. Yeah, they are stuffed 18.9% of the time, which the league average is 16. Okay. So and then compare that to you got the Bills, the Ravens, the Rams, Giants up top, and Broncos. So those are pretty solid offensive lines when you think about it.
They are. Yeah, those are very solid offensive lines that we're looking at there. I don't know. It's a little bit rough when you really break it down like that. So yeah. We'll have to figure this out a little bit, dive a little deeper into the numbers, and try it out once we get a little closer to fantasy season and start stacking round after round after round.
Now I do have a sneaky, maybe. Just saying. What if they take that running back? Arizona does have the number 3 pick, so I mean,
Jeremiah Love.
Yeah, I mean,
he's great.
I don't know what James Conner is going to be. I don't know what I don't know what Tyler Algier really can be as a workhorse anymore. But now you bring in that third back and you give him the reins. But on top of that, maybe second, third round, you bring in a quarterback that you kind of like, that you can develop a little bit. You're going to be bad. You're going to be the 4th team unless someone gets hurt. But actually, even in that case, what was it? San Francisco was hurt all completely, and they still blew the doors off them.
Yeah, if I'm the GM at that point and I'm the number 3 pick, I don't mess around. I take an offensive lineman at 3. You have the highest hit rate in the first round with offensive linemen. Do not play around. You are drafting way high up. Just ask Cincinnati what they feel about Penei Sewell, and I'm sure everyone wishes they would have had Penei Sewell instead of Jamar Chase. Sorry, that's just the way it is.
Ooh.
So, yeah, like you need
hitting below the belt, just
right.
throwing shots.
Right. And the other thing is, don't stack 3 running backs when you have problems at offensive line. It's more important, more valuable, requires more capital when re-signing players. And it's a more long-term asset as opposed to running back, which is a short-term asset. It just makes way more sense to play with offensive line. Yes, Jeremiah Love is great, but you would rather have a great offensive lineman at the end of the day than Saquon Barkley.
Now, I mean, you're on to something. I was just trying to have a little fun. Just ESPN does have Arizona mock drafting the offensive tackle Francis McGuire. I don't know if I'm saying that right, from out of Miami. They say he would shore up the offensive line. He would be a long-term starter. They do have a starting right tackle, so maybe putting this guy over at left tackle would be pretty solid. Their last left tackle is Kelvin Beachum, who is 36 years old and probably isn't a long-term starter.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's a play right there. Makes a ton of sense if you're Arizona. By all means, do that. I think Jeremiah Love goes to another team a little bit after that. He's great, but you got to be a team that's kind of established on the offensive line. Other linemen would have had been taken, and then that puts you into that situation. I know Kansas City kind of fits, but again, Kansas City is another team that's in.
They got K9. They're fine.
They do, but that's also, again, very short-term plan. You gotta get something solid, but when your whole offense is virtually decimated and you're starting from square one again, that's what Kansas City is looking at.
I do like where, again, now that I'm looking at this mock draft, Jeremiah Love, Notre Dame, going number 8 to the New Orleans Saints. That's spelling Alvin Kamara. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. Kamara's been great, but he's pretty much played there for almost a decade now, which is very impressive for a running back. He's solid, but you got to look at handing the torch off to a different player. Jeremiah Love is more of a Saquon than a shake and bake kind of Christian McCaffrey style like Kamara is. So it's a little different. You have to figure out something to become an Alvin Kamara at some point. But I think New Orleans is a great spot. New Orleans is kind of fun to watch. I mean, they're not that great, but I do think their new head coach and Kellen Moore does a pretty good job calling plays. Seems like he's developing the quarterback. I met a Saints fan not too long ago and was talking ball, and he was saying, like, yeah, I mean, Tyler Shuck ain't a world beater, but he's developing in the right way. So I think they're moving in the right direction. I think Jeremiah Love would be a great addition there. They have to figure it out at wide receiver, though. They have to scare a defense. Otherwise, they will stack the box against Love.
Okay, so this just hit me. I did not know this happened. Let's see if you actually – did you know that Travis Etienne is with the New Orleans Saints?
Oh, I did not know that.
I didn't either.
Oh, so that replaces Kamara then outright. Yeah, that's it.
Huh. That's a new one. He got a 4-year deal for $52 million. So
yeah, good for him.
And they signed Bills guard David Edwards, 4 years, $60 million. So like
that's solid.
They kind of shored up the run a bit there. So yeah. I guess maybe Jeremiah Love doesn't go there.
They might make a run possibly for second place in that division, man.
I know we keep kind of like pushing them a little bit, and you know, maybe them in Carolina, you know, a little deepness, that 6 or 7 spot. See what I did there?
Mm-hmm. There you go. I like it. I think they're the play. I do think that this is definitely Carolina's division. I am a little concerned that I did see a certain defensive player left Carolina to go to Tampa Bay. Bad career decision there. Tampa Bay is bad, just bad. They are this far away from firing their coach and possibly cleaning house. Like really that bad, man. Their defense is absolutely atrocious, and you have a defensive head coach. And I know it because I have their defense for fantasy. They stunk. They just outright stunk. So yeah, I'm a little bummed out about that, but I still think Carolina is progressing in the right direction. The coach did a great job. He almost defeated the Rams twice. He beat them once, but he almost took them out the second time in the playoffs. I give him a lot of credit, man. I think he's done a great job down there. I would say if he wins that division, he could easily be coach of the year.
Well, you heard it here first.
Yeah. I mean, I almost would have given Dave Canales coach of the year last season for doing what he did with Carolina because it was that impressive. I think they gave it to, oh man, who did they give it to? The Bears head coach?
Ben Johnson? I don't know. Let's see.
Here. Was it Ben Johnson or Sean Payton?
Mike Vrabel, maybe?
Oh, Vrabel.
Is that what I'm thinking?
Yeah, I think you're
Mike
right.
Vrabel.
Given Vrabel.
Yeah, Mike Vrabel.
Yeah, I would have probably gone either Ben Johnson or honestly, again, yeah, Dave Canales was super impressive.
Yeah, I almost forgot that they were in the Super Bowl and how bad they got beaten.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they got beaten kind of bad, but again, too, I mean, their defense did everything they could. Christian Gonzalez did great. Again, I still feel Drake May at the end of the day will be a better overall career quarterback than Sam Darnold. And if those quarterbacks were flipped, that game still goes exactly the same that it did.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Like, Seattle wasn't losing that game.
Right. Yeah. If Gonzalez wasn't able to tee off on Sam Darnold early, then it's just not happening. Like, you needed Gonzalez to get one of those turnovers early in the game, and it just didn't happen.
I'm really like scrolling through some of this this mock draft, and it's kind of blowing my mind a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
I'm seeing some things, and I'm just like, why would anybody think that's happening?
Sure,
I just work here.
There you go, man. Yeah, so, something like that. It's definitely something we're going to be thinking about. We are probably about a month away from the draft. I don't know exactly if I just pull up a calendar here and just look at it. Is the draft the 23rd, 24th, 25th, or 16, 17, 18?
You are correct on the first one, the 23rd.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it's
so we are literally 1
week April. So we are exactly a month away.
Yeah. Now, I know this is your boy. But Josh Dobbs got cut today.
He did. He got cut from what team was he on?
Exactly. New England.
Every NFL team at this point. He is Ryan Fitzpatrick 2.0. Just as smart as Ryan Fitzpatrick too.
Man, he was the backup of Drake May, but they have Tommy DeVito now.
Tommy DeVito. Tommy DeVito, sneaky fast. One of the fastest quarterbacks in the NFL. Like really fast.
I wonder what his 40 time is.
Oh, it's got to be insane. I mean, the fastest quarterbacks in the NFL got to be in this order. I think it is Justin Fields, I think it's Justin Fields, Daniel Jones, Malik Willis, Lamar Jackson. Tommy DeVito might be faster than two of those guys. He might be. But that's like the five fastest quarterbacks. I think by far those five guys are like super fast.
Really? All right, give me 1 second. I'm gonna try to find this.
Yeah, I mean, I'm very excited to see Malik Willis this season. I mean, his quarterback draw is wicked. It is incredibly deceptive, and I guarantee Miami is going to play off that.
What is this giving me? Oh, it's giving me draft. Fastest speed.
But
Release
DeVito had some sneaky good runs, man, for the Giants. Like, man, did he look good running it.
This is tough. Something tough to find.
It is.
It keeps giving me like Xavier Worthy, and I'm like, I don't. I'm looking for quarterbacks.
No, you need quarterbacks. We're about quarterbacks. We know Xavier. Everyone knows Xavier Worthy is fast.
And it's giving me their combine times, which is now even more like behind. But yeah,
there's like NFL Next Gen stats for fastest runs at quarterback position last season, top 5. I would guarantee it's got to be Justin Fields, Malik Willis, Daniel Jones. I mean, DeVito probably isn't even on the list. Probably didn't even play, but he's probably on the list 2 years ago.
Okay, because I'm finding a bunch of stuff, but it's giving me weird like 40-yard dash times. Right. But like Marcus Mariota was on this list, and I'm like,
oh yeah, that's a real fast guy.
It can't be real. And now it's giving me videos. There's all types of weird stuff here.
Yeah.
But on another note, all right, you ready for this? Oh man, why'd it go away? Here we go, stats. Your boy Dobbs has played on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I want to say.
Yeah. Yep. He is a straight up journeyman quarterback, and at this point, he is just playing with house money. He's just going to rope that NFL career as far as he can, and then he's going to be a rocket engineer. Like, he is literally a rocket engineer in real life. So he's worked for NASA. He's just going to finish up, and he's going to go build rockets for whoever when he's done with the NFL.
Yeah, I mean, he even played in 4 games last year for New England. So that like this guy's played in what? Oh, skip 2019.
He won a game with Minnesota with only like being there for 2 days. Like he learned a playbook in 2 days. I don't even think he did anything at practice. He looked at the playbook and said, "All right, I got it."
All right, it was 6 teams. 1 team got added twice. Sorry. He also did not play in 2019 or 2021. So I don't know what team he was on during that time, but he's just out here doing Josh Dobbs things.
Yeah, I know it's that list is New England, Detroit, Minnesota.
Yeah, I don't even have Detroit on here. So now maybe I gotta find another one.
Arizona, I want to say Tennessee. Possibly Miami or Atlanta, I want to say.
So I have 8 teams up here. I have 8 teams. Okay. And it's telling me Pittsburgh, Jacksonville, Tennessee, Arizona, Minnesota, San Francisco, New England, and there's a mystery 8th team that it's not showing me.
Interesting. Okay.
But are you sure he played with the Lions? Because maybe that's the 8th team that's being missed.
I believe it is. That was the whole story about how he got into the NFL, I believe, because he was definitely a Detroit Lion. Something about like he was supposed to do something in Tennessee, and then he had to rent a car and just drive to Detroit.
So he actually was with Cleveland.
Right.
He signed $1 million deal. He was waived after Watson came back from his suspension.
Yep.
And then he signed with Detroit 7 days later on their practice squad, but never played a game.
Yep.
He was 2 weeks later, he was signed by the Titans. And then when Ryan Tannehill went out, he started.
Interesting.
Oddly enough, because Malik Willis was bad.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So that's kind of how that went down. Yeah, I think Dobbs is a very interesting quarterback. I could see him possibly winding up in like Arizona. That could make sense,
Yeah, I don't
or
know.
Indianapolis.
I mean, they signed him. I mean, the Patriots signed him to a 2-year, $8 million deal and just said, nah, whatever, get rid
Yeah,
of him.
right. So yeah, it's kind of weird, but I would think he would be in a good spot if he actually were to go back to Arizona or Indianapolis. I think both of those make sense, and he could actually start.
Who would have thought we were talking about Josh Dobbs today, right?
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like he's a smart quarterback, serviceable. He can get you some points in fantasy. He can get you solid games for sure.
So, completely no segue at all. How's your bracket doing?
Funny. I was thinking about making a bracket this year, and then I was like, man, I got some other stuff going on. I'm kind of busy at work, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna like, I know who I want to win the title, and I was watching. I like watching CBS. They have this cute data analytics lady making some picks, and she had her sneaky. Teams to make upsets, and I think I hit on all but one of her picks. But for me, the team I have winning it all is the Arizona Wildcats,
Mm-hmm.
and that's pretty much it. Other than that, Polymarket gave me $10 to play with. I'm now up to 13 and change,
Nice.
and I still got my Arizona play in play. The reason I picked the Wildcats, I watched them. They kind of reminded me of Florida last year, where it's like you just watch them, you see the tempo they play with. They're very well balanced. I even saw them make a mistake against Houston, and still the players still made a nice layup off the backboard to finish the play. And it's stuff like that where you see the good balance, and they got that look, and it's like that's who you think is going to win it. And Florida definitely showed that last season. So seeing it in Arizona again this year, they won the Big 12. The Big 12 is a solid basketball conference now for sure. With how the conference is made up, you got Kansas, you got Houston, you got Arizona, Baylor is in there. Solid basketball programs, at least in those four. So I really like that. But Arizona Wildcats did something that has never been done before since World War II, and that is winning against top three teams, three top three Division I teams. Arizona is the only team to ever do that since World War II. The last team to do that did win a national championship.
Solid. I mean, yeah. I thought either Arizona or Duke meeting in the finals. That was kind of my play.
Sure.
And like, I don't know. I think NIL has kind of killed the tournament.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Kind of helped it too.
Huh?
Kind of helped it though too, in a way.
I mean, if you look at all the teams that are, 16 teams that are in right now.
Okay.
There's only 3 upset teams that made it. So it's like, and were they really upsets? Like St. John's beating Kansas by 2. It was a 5-4 matchup. Not really an upset. Texas, people are saying are an upset, but it's like they kind of stumbled at a bit, and so okay, they're a double-digit seed, fine, but they're still a Big 12 team. Or well, no, Texas. Yeah, and then Tennessee beating Virginia. Tennessee's a 6 seed.
Tennessee is always a powerhouse with Rick coaching. Always a powerhouse.
Iowa did upset Florida, and they're a 9 seed, but they're also from the Big 10. Like, none of these teams are like all of the Cinderella stories that we thought we were going to have. They all got crushed pretty fast.
Yeah. So that's a great point that you bring up. The thing, though, that I will like about NIL is that this should start to get players to stick into college longer. I firmly feel that we're going to see more solid college teams returning than having just constant rotation, constant one and done, going straight to the pros for the big money. NIL gives you real money now, more money than you possibly may see in your career in the NBA.
I mean, crossing fingers, let's hope. Like, and I also think, like, even if you do get the NIL money, so let's say you're the whatever, I can't remember all the nicknames, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and all that stuff from St. Louis, right? Yeah. You see that kid's really good, and you're, Nebraska, who is a 4 seed. Oh, we lose lose to Iowa, or Alabama loses to Michigan, or whoever. Right. Or Georgia, who lost to St. Louis. Maybe Georgia just opens their pocketbook. Here, buddy, take all of our money. Now St. Louis is garbage next year because they lose their star player. And it's like, I don't know. Hopefully we build some other ones.
Georgia's big athletic booster just passed away actually last year.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So you're going to see the Georgia program start to take a back seat slowly. But then again, someone could fill those shoes. I get it. But you really, your program is pretty much drilled by whoever the billionaire is that's behind your athletic program. Exactly, case in point, Indiana with Mark Cuban. So yeah. Mark Cuban is pumping Indiana with like real money. That is why they are built to where they are now. But I think we are truly going to start seeing that with some schools. We might see it with smaller schools too. I mean, Warren Buffett's a Nebraska guy. Nebraska athletics recently has been kind of looking better. They're going on the upswing across multiple different sports. So I do like seeing that in Nebraska. But yeah, I mean, how many St. Peter's are we going to see? Because even that coach bounced over to Seton Hall.
Yep.
And even the coach that I liked at North Carolina, Greensboro, bounced from there to Cincinnati. So you're always going to see guys taking better jobs. I think we just saw the St. Mary Gales coach who got upset. That was one of the sneaky ones I won money on. He just took the Arizona State job. They fired Bobby Hurley.
But even even in that case, like, was it really an upset? They got beat by Texas A&M. So Texas like,
was good.
I know the number. The seed said it was an upset because it was a 7-10. But like, it's the better conference, better school. Like,
yeah,
I mean, I felt
SEC
bad.
Is to me either SEC or Big 12 to me is truly like the best basketball conference.
What about the Big 10?
I think Big 10 is good, but not great.
I don't know, man. We got Michigan to Illinois, Michigan State, Wisconsin. We're all top 5 seeds.
Wisconsin's nothing. Wisconsin's nothing lately.
Whoa, wait a minute. Yeah. They did lose to High Point, but High Point just ran Arkansas up to 88 points.
And they lost to James Madison the year before.
Wait, okay. All right.
Losing to like small, no-name conference schools. I mean, these are schools that put up a lot of wins.
I feel like okay. And this isn't just an excuse for Wisconsin, but like, I feel like they keep get put against these teams that they're not set to beat, and they place them as a 5 seed because everyone knows the 5-12 matchup is the favorite and all that. But like, High Point literally. Huh?
I think there were 4 against James Madison.
Yeah.
That was a 13 seed.
Hey, I feel like in a way, like, we know Wisconsin at one point was a slow team. They put them up against a super fast team.
Fast team.
This, Wisconsin's a 3-point shooting team. They put them up against a team that like scores in other ways, plus had a decent 3-point shooter.
Yeah.
High Point, again, Arkansas is really, really good. Yeah, they have Acuff, who's going to be to me, I think he's a top 5 pick.
They got John Calipari there.
High Point put 88 on Arkansas. So it wasn't like it was just an explosion against Wisconsin. They're really, really good.
Yes, they are. Yeah, High Point is definitely trending in the right direction. They are a high point scoring team, just like they're advertised. Pretty cool stuff. It's like the thing is, I see the Big Ten has a few schools that are good. I do feel lately, though, definitely the SEC to me is the better basketball conference now, which is so ironic. The football conference, Big Ten, is much better than the SEC. And right now, too, we're in an era where the Big Ten basketball schools that are ex Pac-12, they're not there yet. Like
No.
Oregon is like kind of hit and miss. Oregon's either great or garbage when it comes to basketball. So
I mean,
like that's kind of their flow. Like their coach is great, really good, great head coach. But they really kind of go up and down with Oregon.
so if you look at it this way, the ACC had 5 top 25 teams. The Big 12 had 5 top 25 teams. Now they did have 3 top 10s.
Yeah.
The Big East had 2 top 10s.
Yep.
Then we got to get down to the Big 10. They had 6 top 25 teams, including 2 of the top 10.
Yeah, Big Ten's coming back. I mean, Big Ten growth helps, but also like having Michigan really come back harder now after a coaching change, getting rid of whoever used to be part of the Fab Five. This is a great movement on their part. Michigan is really making noise. To me, I think they are a really, really good pen-in, I think, for the Final Four. I think, to me, if I were making a bracket, Michigan and Arizona, I would for sure put in the Final Four. That might be the championship game.
I think they're on the same side, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, they're on the same side, which is why I picked Arizona. I think it's going to be literally the Duke part of the bracket, which is the East. They were they the number 1 overall seed? I think so. They had the hardest,
yes,
by far.
Pass.
St. John's, Michigan State, and UConn, like, is nuts. Like Arizona's got Arkansas, which is they're a pretty good team, but I think they're a one-man show. Yeah. Purdue is Purdue. Yeah, they are a 2 seed, which is great, but like they might end up losing to Texas, to be honest.
Right.
And this is why I keep talking about the Big Ten. In the South, where Florida was, 3 of the Final 4 teams in that bracket are Iowa, Nebraska, Illinois, all Big Ten.
Yeah.
Like,
yep.
It's crazy. And Michigan's over there with Alabama, Tennessee, and Iowa State. Iowa State's actually surprised me completely.
Iowa State's great.
Yeah,
I just watched them. They are great.
Yeah. I mean, now it did show me something about Kentucky. Kentucky had a battle with Santa Clara. By the way, Kentucky spent like the most money of any school on players, and they should have been beaten by Santa Clara. Just putting that out there.
Yeah, a lot of people picked that upset too, I heard.
And then it proved it because Iowa State I think they beat them by like 20.
Yeah. Yeah, they did. That game wasn't even close. I was watching Iowa State play, and like, my goodness, that game just was nowhere near close. Iowa State was clearly the better team just from the get-go, man. I mean, there was so much momentum. It felt like a home game. Iowa State, they are cooking, man. Their coach there, Iowa State has been a powerhouse recently, man. I really, really like the way that basketball program's moving.
Man, I can't wait to see. Like, this Michigan-Alabama game is going to be awesome, but like, I really want to see Michigan versus Iowa State. Like, I can't wait for that. Like, I think it'll be really good.
Yeah,
Houston and Illinois battling now is kind of insane too.
Yeah.
And so, like, I know Florida already got knocked out early with Iowa, but like, they were going to have to run into either Houston or Illinois. Yep. And then whoever won that game was actually going to have to play themselves. And then Florida, like, I think some of these brackets were kind of one-sided, but you can tell they really liked Arizona. Arizona's going to get through. And I think they really, really liked Michigan.
Yep.
So it'll be fun, but it's pretty chalky. So
it is.
Who knows?
Yeah. So I mean, definitely NIL plays into this. I saw viewership is actually up right now, so they made a big boost in viewership, so that's great. This NIL, and getting players to return, I think is going to help. And I've thought of it as like, okay, cool. It's going to take a few years, but we're going to start seeing more players return, which is great. And to me, college basketball is great when you see that. That's why the women's game is enjoyable to watch, because we're seeing those perennial players that return season after season after season. So it's more enjoyable to kind of follow and keep tabs on the women's side than is the men's side now. Now the men's side is kind of coming back with how NIL works.
Is it more enjoyable? Like, I mean, to me, it's more enjoyable once you get to like the Elite Eight, Final Four for the women, because I mean that is as chalky as it can be. Yeah, Virginia beat Iowa in double overtime, but like, in all honesty, Iowa's, I don't know how they were a 2 seed. Like, who they played? Was it Furley Dickinson or something like that?
All right.
I think they scored like 50 points against them, and I was like, who put Iowa in this tournament? Like, I understand, you know, they were great with Caitlin Clark a couple of years ago, but like, when you put 50 up against the 15 seed, what was the exact number? 58-48 was the score.
Yeah.
Like, no offense, you probably shouldn't be in here.
Yeah, and I'm watching USC South Carolina right now.
Jeez.
It's not until I just turned my head now did USC even have a point. And yeah, I mean, I don't know if Juju Watkins is playing, because I know she had that nasty ACL tear a year ago, but they're getting cooked, man. They are getting cooked. They look terrible, absolutely terrible. I mean, it's a home game for South Carolina, but man, like, I don't know if they're playing this game without Juju Watkins, because to me the score reflects that.
I don't think Juju's played like it. Now you're making me put on my WNBA hat, and I'm not ready for that. By the way, I'm glad they did get basketball back on. So just saying.
Yeah. Personally, just saying from a fan standpoint, I wish they did the women's tournament a little bit later, because
agreed.
I just don't think it's fair. I think more people want to watch it. More people want to gamble on it. I think it's more enjoyable to do that a little bit further into the men's tournament, at least, if not after. I would go after, but if you want to at least wait a few rounds, I mean, if they have Selection Sunday and the men have Selection Sunday, I'm not watching the women's.
Yeah, Juju's been out since September.
Yeah. She's
but like just going through some of these like again, this is why I don't really watch the women's bracket until and you know I'm a big WNBA fan, but I don't watch the women's bracket until like the Elite Eight, Final Four, because we know who's going to get there, right? You look at UConn. UConn's been beating teams by like 40 and 50 points. It's just like, and then you look down at Vanderbilt, 40, 18. Look at LSU, almost 60. Almost 60 again.
Connecticut was competing without Paige Beckers. Yeah. And they are now, again, without Paige Beckers. And now they've learned even more since that time without her from 2 years ago. So they're even stronger than they were from then, and recruiting better in NIL and all that jazz. So UConn's great.
Right. And then you go to South Carolina, who's also in that elite class with Dawn Staley. Like, their first game, 70-point win. Now, like you just said, they're beating USC by 40. Texas.
They got another quarter to play.
Yeah. Texas, first game, 40-point win. Second game, 40-point win. Michigan, first game, 40-point win. Second game, 30-point win. Like, Iowa was literally the only 1 to 2 seed that you were like, 10-point win? That's it?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're out. They're going out. They're going home at some point. TCU is probably going to beat them. But TCU's I mean, in all reality, TCU could get beat by Virginia, and I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm reading up a little bit about it. Virginia looks good. So we'll see. Yeah, I mean, if I see it and there's a game on, I mean, I'll check it out.
I will be completely surprised if it's not 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2 in every like. It would just be mind blowing.
Yeah, it's possible. So yeah, so that's what we got. We'll figure it out in the future. I think we're gonna wrap it up here. We got some work stuff going on between the two of us. But yeah, you can see us here: YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok. We got a bunch of social medias. Check us out, follow us. Thanks again for watching. We'll be here at 7 o'clock next week, Monday. I'm Steve Metrics. That's your boy,
DJ Triggs, and I lost my hat.
Oh, yeah, but he got it back. And that's no debate.